He's accused of killing Lori Hanna inside her Ward home in March of 2017.
Did he admit to the crime?
To his mother, he did.
Since then, his whereabouts have remained a mystery.
I'm fully convinced he's dead.
After nearly 3 years of dead ends, U.S. Marshals launch a new operation.
I'm just thinking it's going to be that portion of woods there.
You think that's where he went?
That's if I had to bet.
Tonight, a Fox 16 exclusive as U.S. Marshals hunt down Brian Keith Freeman. Hundreds of tips and leads have poured in since Brian Keith Freeman murdered Lori Hanna back in 2017. But so far, every single one has resulted in a dead end except for one. A phone call made by Freeman himself from a wooded area in Royse City, Texas. Tonight, and only on Fox 16, we join U.S. Marshals as they launch Operation Backtrack, an intense search effort to find the remains of Arkansas's most wanted fugitives. Things move at a slow pace in Royse City, Texas. Sidewalks are empty. The streets quiet. And the coffee and wine well closed for the day. What locals don't know was that inside the police department, a major investigation is about to be unleashed right in their backyard.
Got Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
This one, and this one.
Yeah. No, we don't think he's here.
This is day one of Operation Backtrack. An all-hands-on-deck search effort led by U.S. Marshals to find the human remains of one of Arkansas's most wanted. Brian Keith Freeman, wanted for the 2017 murder of his ex-fiance Lori Hanna, who was found dead inside her home in Ward.
So this has been my case now for the last 2.5 years.
Deputy Jeremy Hammonds with the Eastern Arkansas Fugitive Task Force leading the charge.
I'm fully convinced he's dead. It's just the point of finding him now.
Before the search can be launched, all parties are briefed on the case.
Somewhere right in here.
The terrain, emergency situations, medical support.
We have the opportunity to take a look at the bones.
And what to do when and if they come across any suspected evidence. A huge task to coordinate, but one Chief Thomas Miranda has mastered.
The incident management team and the techniques that we use, that's what this is for. It's to bring together different jurisdictions and unify their efforts in the command and control towards one objective.
I've got FTOs with me. 5
teams will focus on a 5.7 square mile area surrounding the spot where Freeman's truck was found abandoned on March 27th. 2017.
It wasn't like covered, it wasn't burned, it wasn't the LPN hadn't been taken off, it wasn't, it was just casually walked away from. Why don't you take our state trooper?
Each team will consist of 2 trained field officers, a cadaver dog, and a forensic anthropologist.
As bone begins to degrade in the environment, it stains. And so if the soil is brown, you get brown stained bone. If it's red clay, you end up with reddish bone. If it's in a wet and sunny environment, it grows moss.
Deputy Hammond says all the evidence he's collected over the past 2.5 years keeps pointing him back to Royse City, including Freeman's last known phone call.
He said, you know, I hope God will forgive me for this. You know, I'm going to kill myself. And she said, where are you? He just said, I'm somewhere in Texas. I've dumped the truck. I've walked out into the woods. He was an avid hunter. I think he went and found him a comfortable place. And he said, you know, I'm going to kill myself.
Keep in mind, it is possible Freeman didn't kill himself and that the phone call he made was just a hoax to try and get marshals off his trail. In order to confirm that, they need to search every inch of a wooded area surrounding the spot where he ditched his car. So, on day 2 of Operation Backtrack, the teams hit the ground running and head into the thick, nasty, and muddy wooded area. The search area covers 5.7 square miles, and our highly trained cadaver dogs are leading the charge. The dog gave some indication right where he is in the water?
Yes, the canine that we're using, Skylar, her alert is she lays down, and she literally just laid down right in the middle of that creek.
Coming up this Sunday on a special edition of Fox 16 after the Super Bowl, we take you behind the scenes once again as U.S. Marshals officially launch Operation Backtrack. What we found in the woods that sparked major interest, the obstacles we faced, and the new evidence we learned about Brian Keith Freeman. It's a Fox 16 exclusive that airs right after the big game this upcoming Sunday.
It sounds like there are some parts of this that you don't necessarily want to give away yet, but you have reported that there were people who, once they started searching for him, they thought they spotted him having breakfast. And I mean, so what makes them so sure that he killed himself? What if he's actually walking among us?
It is still a possibility, Donna, but in the 2.5 years that Deputy Jeremy HAMMONS has been investigating this, he's followed every single lead. He's gone to a number of different states, and every single time it ends in a dead end. There's no confirmed sighting of Brian Keith Freeman.
It's just people who think they saw him.
It's that last phone call that he made to that female acquaintance of his, saying that he was going to take his life, and that's why they wanted to go back to ROYSE City and scan that area, leaving no stone unturned to hopefully find his remains. And that's where we are right now. And on Super Bowl Sunday, we're going to take you right into the thick of the brush to find out if he's there or if he's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be watching.
Yeah.